Just learn VR skip first day. I mean, you can learn VR skip in one day. It's not that bad. Okay. So we're going to start with Veldin. So Veldin, at the highest levels, is a very tricky planet, but at the very baseline entry, aka on your first day, it's not that daunting. So I'm going to show you a bunch of different strats that you can do in order to get through Veldin. So we are on the right save file. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to pause the game, and it's going to set you on the menu right here. Now, I have my game in Spanish, obviously, because that is the fastest version for NTSC. If you don't have a Spanish file, don't worry about it just yet, because you don't need... It only saves a few seconds to play in Spanish as opposed to English. So it's not that big of a deal. Just play in English for a while to get used to it. It doesn't really matter that much. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to scroll down here to weapons. You're going to press X to select the shot cannon. Then you're going to press R2. L2 and R2 are how we toggle between the menus without backing out. So we hit R2. We go down right, select charge boots. R2 again. And the optimal menu setup here is shot cannon, turrets, and so I did that obviously by pressing up. We do right, barrier, right, Tesla coil, up, rhino, left, up, sniper, up, whip. Then at this point, we're done with menuing. So we're just going to press start. And from here, we're going to fire, and this menu is going to come up. And we're going to hit X. The menu comes up once you kill the enemy. So if you fire and the menu doesn't pop up, that's why. And we're going to take this nice and easy. Nice and simple. We're just going to trigger the cutscene over here by charging. And we're going to go through here. If you don't already know your movement tech, that should be the first thing that you're practicing. Make sure you're looking at the Rixer's tutorial on how to do all this movement tech. I'm going to go into this with the assumption that you already know the movement tech. So we come back over here. We're just going to do a side flip over to here. Then we're going to kill that guy. We're going to charge through. Nothing fancy here. We're going to shoot this guy like that, and then we're going to charge and neutral cancel. Then we're going to charge, single jump up here, charge, and then neutral into that spot right there. Very simple thus far. Nothing that fancy. I'm going to go through all this again, so don't worry if you're like, oh my god, he's charging too much. I don't know how to keep up. It's going to be fine. We're going to go through each spot. Nothing about this is that hard. It's essentially you're just making the straight path all the way to the cutscene. So from here, we're going to do our first turret clip. So if you've never done a turret clip before, it's super easy. I'm going to teach you. We're going to start by killing these guys, get them out of our way. We're going to neutral slide over to here. We're going to pull out the turret. We're going to look all the way down, and we're going to tap up 3 to 4 times, depending on how strong you tap. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be good enough. I'm going to throw the turret down. You can kind of see it. Before I threw it down, it was like a half and half. Like, it was half in the gray, half in the white. Like, it almost looks like a Pokeball, where the white's in the top half and the gray is in the bottom half. You can kind of see that. And then from here, I can go out like that. And the enemy just punched me in. But you can, move there. You can wrench swing there. And essentially, if you're stuck in this spot right here, where you're like, which way do I go? You can see there's a gray wall on the left, right here. And way over there, there is a lighter wall. You want to move towards the lighter wall. The lighter wall is the correct wall you have to go towards. So we're going to walk over here. We're now at the other side. So eventually we're going to do the directional changing neutral long jump. But on your first day of playing this game, I don't want you to worry about that. What I want you to do, I want you to prep this. So we're going to do a high jump. We're going to do a high jump strats here. We're going to do a high jump. We're going to glide and touch this rock wall right here. Like right around, if I can get the reticle over there. We're going to touch right around here. And we're going to charge. So I'm going to hold X, after I high jump, I'm gonna glide down, I'm gonna mash R1. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm gonna also pull out the shock cannon here, because we're going to have to cancel our charge. So we're gonna do boom. I'm mashing R1. I cancel the charge. I ledge grab. You have to cancel the charge in order to ledge grab, but I swear the timing is not that bad. I'll try to see if I can do that again. Ah, crap. I think I might be dead here. Yeah, that's fine. Oh! Ah, almost. That's okay. I'll take the death. I'll show you again. Not the biggest deal in the world. So we're going to go all the way over here. We're going to neutral slide, pull out the turret. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to move this way. We're going to long jump up to this rock. We're going to pull out the shock cannon. We're going to high jump, glide down. Just like that. And then we walk to the end. And that's Veldin. So I'm going to do right now, I'm going to make a fresh Veldin, and I'm going to show you all of that again. Without talking, just, you can see boom, 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 what do you have to do? We're going to do it all at once. So this is, it's also really important to make sure, I'm going to discuss this in the intro video, but it's really important to make sure that you keep a Veldin file on the bottom here. I call that the anchor file because you need a fresh file to save over the other files of runs that you've failed. So, so I loaded this file, but I'm not going to use it. Instead, I'm going to save over top this file, just like that. So now it's a fresh file again. So I'm going to load, and that's when I would start my timer. So here we go. If you need any references, you can always rewind this video, look through each and every individual spot, but I'm just going to do it all at once, starting now. You might have noticed that the dropship exploded. Sometimes that happens. It depends on how you fire the shock cannon before you face that dropship. If you do it in some camera angles, for some reason the dropship just explodes. So continuing on. And there you go. That is the day 1 Veldin strats. So if this is your first time ever playing Ouya and you see the more optimized strats and you're a little bit intimidated, you don't have to be. Just learn these strats on your first day. We'll worry about the faster strats later in future tutorial videos. And so yeah. That is the first installment of day 1 strats.